What's up, everybody? It's your boy Slim the Streamer. Smash that like button and subscribe button. So today, guys, I want to take a blast from the past a little bit. I want to go back to the early days of PC gaming. Now, some of you guys probably do not remember, some of you will not remember what it's like to game on a actual DVD format disc. Question is, not only when did this format change, but why? Well, let's go back into the early days of the early 2000s to figure that out. So, physical PC games on DVD format largely disappeared around the early and mid 2000, well, 2010s, with digital distribution becoming more of a doormat method for purchasing and playing games, while some games continue to be released with a DVD and a Steam key. Pay attention to Steam because we're going to get into that in a second. With a Steam key, a few more years, the shift to digital only distribution was well underway by that point. So, back in the day, in the early mid 2000s, you would go to either Circuit City, remember that place? Circuit City, Best Buy, Walmart, or to buy your PC games on an actual disc, right? Games such as original Halo, games such as the original Far Cry, games such as Doom 3 that came out. You can all get these, and other games like The Sims and stuff like that. You can get those games on an actual disc on a, and of course Half-Life 2, disc on an actual little floppy disk, and you would have to actually put it inside your PC, your actual computer, in order for it to run. Sometimes it would come with 2 discs, and you would have to actually put the disc inside, download it, then put disc 2, or it was a lot, especially with The Sims, because The Sims had expansion packs and other things like that. But those were the days where you could just pop one in and play. Now, of course, as time moved forward, and things started to change. Not only when it came to actual game DVD formats, but in other ways of consuming content and watching or playing games. Also, you also had music. Now, back in those early days, you would have to have like CDs. You were riding in a car, and you got your CD, you got your CD in your car, and you got sometimes if you had a janky car, you would have an actual CD player, and you got to actually hook it up to your with a cassette tape inside your actual car. But if you had like a nice modern car, your car will automatically come with a CD player, and you can just pop the CD inside the CD player and just rock out to your favorite tunes. You also have a big old huge behind book of CDs you will flip through while you're driving. That was texting while driving in the early 2000s. All right, but anyway, same thing with movies. Now, nowadays in 2025, we have what's called streaming. We don't really need, of course, we don't need DVDs or any of that type of format because we have streaming. You can just go to Netflix, you can go to Hulu, you can go to Amazon Prime or whatever. You can even watch illegal download shows if you want. A couple of websites. I would not post them here. Don't want to get banned. But anyway, so there's no need for that. Now, what was it like gaming on those actual formats before the good old days of Steam and other devices that we have readily available in order to play your PC games? Well, I was there. I grew up during that time. I'm only 36, guys. Um, you know, now I will say this. Now, this also goes with actual consoles as well, because nowadays you don't need an actual gaming disc because you have stuff like Xbox Game Pass. If you get a PlayStation 5, you can actually have it digital, so you don't really need the actual disc. Couple of issues with the disc anyway. If you let the disc sit for too long, it can get scratchy, get dusty, it can cause problems. So the modern era of just digital download is amazing. But for nostalgia reasons, I sort of miss popping in a disc and playing my favorite video game because it just seemed it was more exciting. It was exciting actually to go to GameStop and just walk around GameStop and just buy a game at $60 or $50, knowing well to the fact you're not going to get that same money back once you traded it in the very next day. They're going to at least give you $20 and tell you to pretty much F off. Even with that, the experience of going to GameStop. Now, you can still go to GameStop now, but I personally haven't went inside of a GameStop in years, okay? When I switched over to PC gaming, I stopped going to GameStop because mainly I don't have to, right? That's one of the benefits of having a gaming PC. You even if you got straight console, because you can just download the games digitally, you don't really have to go to GameStop. Now, some people do go to GameStop in order to just get their games still get on disc, right? If you still got your games on disc still, right? So I'm not saying, oh, the digital having a disc is dead. It is for PC gaming because you don't need it, right? GameStop is still around. I don't know how long GameStop is going to be around. I'm gonna do another video on that by itself. But based off of just PC gaming, you got Steam. When Steam came, Steam provided the before that it was Steam Key, right? So you would get like a Steam Key, you would type Steam Key in, and boom, there goes your game, right? So back earlier, before you stop selling the actual disc, they'll give you like what's called like a little flat little. I ain't got nothing to show for it, but it's like a little flat round thing, and they'll say, "Hey, you just scratch the back of it off, and that's your Steam key. You type it in, boom, there go your game, right?" Now it's all digital. That's the beautiful thing about Steam. Loads of platforms, loads of games are already ready made for you. And you can just download and play. So, or you can stream the games. Like if you got Xbox Game Pass, you can stream your games and stuff, or even download it, right? But during those days, man, if you wasn't around to actually have to actually buy the game and put the disc in yourself, man, those were the days, guys. But yeah, it says here, early to mid 2010s, this period marked a significant deadline in physical PC game release as digital distribution platforms like Steam, Origin, and Battle.net. I honestly forgot about Origin and Battle.net. Yes, you got Steam, Origin, Battle.net. Um, Origin, you can play a bunch of other games on there, like you got games like Battlefield. You got Sims games on there too. Battlefield, Sims, and other games like that. Battle.net, I believe you can play like Call of Duty and stuff like that. So you can play Call of Duty and stuff like that. And you also got Epic Games. Epic Games is another launcher that you can use. You can play a variety of games on there, such as Tomb Raider, Shark, Man Eater, and stuff like that. So also says here, yeah, digital distribution eliminated the need for physical packaging, disc, and manufacturer costs, leading to lower prices for consumers. Yes. Because, the people who are making these games and they got to pay for packaging and all that other stuff. Well, it just cuts all that out. Hey, man, they can just download it straight from the actual platform. And you don't have to worry about all that stuff. So it worked out great for them. And it supposedly saved money. Yeah. Control and DRM, digital platform provided publishers with more control over game distributions and enable robust DRM, digital rights management. Physical copies still exist, but less common. While physical PC game became less common, some publishers and boutique labels continue to offer limited physical releases, especially for collector's edition or indie games. DVDs and license. DVDs and license. Many physical releases in the latter years of the DVD era came with a DVD containing the game file, but also require an online activation key, often a Steam key, to play effectively making the DVD itself a license to download the game rather than a full standalone copy. So exactly. So you would buy the DVD for the game, you would buy the actual DVD game, then you take it and you just got to put a key in. Really no purpose of having that because it kind of cut out the minimum at that point. But yeah, those were the days of physical actual download. Now check it out. Let's read this. DVD-ROMs. DVD-ROMs is standard format for most PC game DVDs. It is read-only format, meaning you can't write or erase data from the disk. DVD capacity type for PC games. DVD non-signal slide dual layer disc with a capacity of 8.5 gigabytes, allowing for almost twice the data of a DVD-5. This is common format used for PC gaming with a large file size. DVD-10, double-sided single layer disc with a capacity of 9.4 gigabytes according to the CB Baby. That's pretty cool. CB Baby. To access the data on the other side of the disc, you need to be manually flipping over the format for less common for PC games. This was less common for PC games. Yeah, so if you had like a part, like Sims, for example, you would have to put part 1, part 2. It was really a pain in the ROM, to be honest with you. Yeah, so, and it goes on and on and on. But I just wanted to bring this video out for nostalgia reasons, guys. I know I may sound like a dinosaur to some of you, but the format has changed. So now you don't have to worry about popping in a DVD or nothing like that. You can just simply go on Steam, Origin, wherever to just download your games. If you guys missed the era of buying actual DVD game copies, let me know in the comments. If you guys don't know what the hell I'm talking about, let me know in the comments. Smash that like button and subscribe button, and I will catch you guys in the next video. I'm Slim the Streamer. Peace.